Life can feel like a series of side quests until you figure out your main quest. Sometimes we confuse a career for a main quest, only to build a character with a lot of gold and nothing to spend it on. So you respec and do something else. Maybe make progress on the main storyline. This is the story of a side quest. This is how I started working in blockchain gaming. I bought my first crypto in June of 2021. I remember it was the first major drop since the cryptocurrency market hit all-time highs post-COVID. As a bystander who watched many people get obscenely rich that year, I wanted in. Like most Americans, I dreamed of owning a house one day, but even with a director-level position in marketing, I had slim prospects of buying a house in New York City. Most people my age were moving to the suburbs, but I would rather die a renter in Brooklyn than be a homeowner anywhere else. I bought $40,000 in ETH. Within a few weeks, I made a profit of $10,000 as the market rebounded. That was the fastest I'd ever made money. I figured it out. I knew how I was going to get us a home. Fast forward a few months, and I was on a cross-country road trip in the middle of a midlife crisis. I'd been working in the world of influencer marketing for 5 years now, and came to the realization that this career I had worked so hard to build was not my main quest. It felt like getting lost in the game map with a million quest signs, and you are overcome with decision paralysis. I decided to quit my job and gave myself 2 months to wander the game world and figure it out. I was at a crossroads between two job opportunities. I could take a stable job in the creator economy, or I could take a job at an untested Web3 startup. I shit you not, the poem The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost came to mind. Within 6 months of investing in crypto, I managed to start a new side quest and launch my career in Web3. A new career feels like rolling a new character and starting from scratch. Suddenly, you have different quest lines to complete, new reputation systems, and you have to level up all over again. I did 4 NFT drops on Solana, wrote copy for Mike Tyson's Twitter, even got to make it to GDC for the first time. Then came the moment I dreamed of since I entered the industry. My old boss invited me to a launch party for Moonbirds. It was a collection by the serial entrepreneur Kevin Rose. Little did I know, Kevin's project with its pixelated owl art would go on to make my career in Web3. I minted a Moonbird for 2.5 ETH. Within hours, the floor hit 7 ETH. I went to the launch party. The energy was ecstatic. Everybody there made a lot of magic internet money that day. I bought another Moonbird when I got home. Although I had been a Web3 professional for a few months now, that was the first day I felt like I had clout in the industry. The floor price just kept climbing to highs I had never fathomed, and within weeks, Moonbirds broke 6 figures. I'm not a very flashy person. I don't care much for designer goods, nice cars, fancy anything. But when I had a luxury owl JPEG worth over $100,000, you better believe I flaunted that shit everywhere. It was on my LinkedIn, my Twitter, Discord, Telegram. As crazy as it sounds, I began to build a personal brand around an owl picture, and it worked. Had I sold both Moonbirds at the top, I would have cleared an easy $250,000. That was a solid down payment on an NYC apartment. Everyone told me to de-risk, and you would think I did the smart thing, but then I wouldn't be making this video. I went on a vacation to Puerto Rico. Instead of relaxing, I thought about how I could get a place in PR to save on my capital gains taxes. I was dreaming of generational wealth with no work and tax loopholes. Then I came home and Terra Luna happened. When Terra Luna entered a death spiral and collapsed overnight, it was considered a black swan event. Everyone was starting to lose money in crypto. NFTs were tanking and the panic was palpable. Then I lost my job in the first wave of layoffs after Terra Luna. The sunk cost fallacy is easy to see in hindsight, but I bet it all on a single industry and changed my career to ride the wave. I couldn't even tell when the riptides were pulling me out to sea. If all else fails, I could go back to influencer marketing, but sometimes it feels like the wand chooses the wizard, and I landed an interview at Gala, the biggest name in blockchain gaming. They needed more Web3 people. Without intending to, I ended up completing another major side quest in life. After being a lifelong gamer, I was now working in the video games industry. I worked on my first game launch at Gala, only to leave for a month to recover from spine surgery. The day after my surgery, the rumors of FTX being insolvent started to circulate. Within 4 days, FTX collapsed. When I came back, I was justifiably concerned about the future of the industry. Our influencer marketing guy left, and I inherited his position. I've worked with creators for the majority of my career. I thought that quest line was over, but here we are. I built a creator program and established good relationships with the thought leaders in the space. I worked on 3 more game launches and even organized esports tournaments at home and abroad. More side quests completed. I went to GDC again, then 3XP, and finally VidCon. It was my first VidCon post-pandemic, and it was surreal to be back in Anaheim with all the people I used to work with. Although I was working with creators again, I was a different person now. Same account, new character, and suddenly new quest lines had opened up. I left VidCon with the realization that I was charting my own path now, and there was no looking back. I still don't know what my main quest is, or if the ending is even worth playing the game. I do know one thing: if I ever come back to VidCon again, it will be as a creator, so I could check off one more side quest. Thank you for watching.